Hello, 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 all of my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to teach you how to crush the 24 challenge. It is literally one of the best and easiest ways to grow your Mary Kay business quickly and consistently. And listen, whether you're brand spanking new, or if you're seasoned or you've just been kind of laying low for a while, this system works. It really does. Just believe me, it works. In fact, it has helped consultants bring in hundreds, even thousands in sales in just a matter of days. Now, listen, I myself, before recording this video, just took the challenge, and in the past week, I have sold well over $1,200. Okay, just doing this system. And I have several consultants in the unit who have done the same thing. Some of them are a little newer, and so their sales the first couple of days were only about 400 to 500, whereas there were other consultants who had made it up to 800 and 900 already. So I promise you, you can do this. The 24 challenge is all about sending out a series of messages over a 3-day time frame using simple proven scripts. So you're going to reach out to people personally, you're going to offer them a free mini gift and invite them to take a look at our products. And what is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal is that within about a week, you want to have made an extra $600. Would that totally bless your life? Would $600 cash bless your life? And the best part is that this challenge only requires you to work in about 10-minute increments twice a day. That's it. So listen, I don't care how busy you are, you can do this. And if you say, I have no customers, I have no friends, all that kind of stuff, listen, you can do this. You're going to do great. I believe in you, but you need to believe in you. So, first and foremost, before you get started, you're going to need three things. You're going to need to make sure you have your Mary Kay website all set up, and you're going to need to make sure that you have ProPay ready as well. And then the last thing you need is a list of 25 people. So these 25 people can be friends, they can be family, they can be contacts in your phone, they can be social media contacts. It does not matter. Again, even if you're brand spanking new and you don't have customers yet, this is how you're going to build customers and let people know that you have a Mary Kay business. So let's talk about the scripts, okay? I know some of us want to freestyle. I was one of those people in the beginning who was like, I could write this better. I would say it like this, all the things. Many times I failed miserably. Okay, listen, these scripts have worked for years. They're short, they're friendly, and most importantly, they get right to the point and they end with a question. Now, I don't have time to go into all of the psychology about why every single one of them ends with a question, but that is important. Know that that's important because it keeps the conversation going and gives them something that they need to respond to. Okay. So, yes, you can tweak the wording slightly to match your voice, but try to keep the heart of it the same. Trust the process. Okay. I'll go over how to respond to replies and whatnot. If you have different things that you aren't sure how to answer, you can drop those in the chat and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. But for now, just know this system works if you work it. So here's where it gets personal, okay? The script mentions that you're earning something. So make it real for you. If you're earning a car, like I currently am, then I'm putting that. But if you're earning something different that maybe your director or your national sales director or someone is gifting, or just the monthly company gift, then say that, whatever that thing is. You don't want to call it, like right now, the company is promoting a power up prize. You don't want to call it the power up prize because they have no idea what that is. Say what the thing thing is. And if there is no thing that you're working towards, then create your own reward. Listen, when I ran this about a year ago, I was working towards earning my very first cruise. So I was using this money to pay for my very first cruise. And so I told my people, hey, you're helping me pay for my cruise. You're helping me earn my cruise. So make it fun and make it for you, right? You get to decide what you're earning. And you are earning it, even if it's not being gifted to you, still, their sales are helping you pay for whatever it is that you are earning. So let's talk about the schedule a little bit. You'll break the challenge down over 3 days. You'll be sending out your message, the initial message, to a list of 25 people. And day one, you'll want to start maybe earlier in the day, somewhere between 10 or 12. And then you'll want to wait until later in the day so that you can reach people who may be just getting off work. So you'll want to wait until maybe 6, 7, 8 p.m., right? And then day two, when you're sending the second follow up message and the third follow up message, again, the same pattern. You want to reach out early in the day, somewhere between 10 and 12 or so, and then again later in the day, sometime after about 5 o'clock. Okay. And then day three is when you send out the final message, just kind of a final nudge, a final reminder, and you will be amazed. I am just going to tell you right now that the stats show, not just in Mary Kay, but just across retail, period, that the majority of people who respond, who make a purchase, whatever the case may be, don't generally do that until they have either been exposed to the product or been contacted by someone about the product at least 5 times. Over 80% of people don't respond until the fifth reach out. And let me tell you, I am a witness. I've done this challenge tons of times, and lots of people respond well after the first several messages. Okay. So, pro tip here, set your alarm or your calendar for your reminders to make sure that your follow ups actually happen, because it's the follow up, the consistency that is so important. I promise you're not bugging people, because if you are, guess what? They're going to tell you to stop. They're going to say, no, thank you, whatever the case may be. And if they don't say that, then you keep on talking. All right. So the gift, what are you offering as a free gift? Now, I personally like to say the free gift is just for the first 3 people. But if I decide that I want to offer that same free gift to people after that, that's fine. Offering it to the first 3 people brings about urgency. So they are one of the first ones to get their orders in. So if you're offering a small thank you gift, you want to do something like a deluxe mini from the Satin Body collection, like Satin Body Shea Wash or the Shea Lotion or the Shea Scrub. These count toward as a free gift, but they're very inexpensive. I think they're like $1.50, something like that. I absolutely do not recommend using the more expensive minis that don't count towards any goals, no rewards or recognition. We want to just be wise in what we choose, right? So I would not recommend, as cute as they are, the lip gloss sets and the little satin hand set, as cute as they are, spending $4, $5, $6, $7 on those little things as giveaways, it's just, they don't count towards anything. That's really the bottom line. So give them something cute and nice and free that they may want to end up buying later, but it's not costing you a lot of money. Hopefully that makes sense. So, what happens when people respond? Take the order. That's what happens. Now, there will be some people who will just jump on your website, place an order, bam. If you don't know how, talk to your director and go through the process of processing their order. For those of you who have been around for a while in Mary Kay, and you've already had your website all set up, you're already active, all those good things, you'll want to make sure that you turn things off like guest checkout and easy ship. You want to make sure those say no, because you don't want these orders to process automatically. You want the ability to go in and be able to make edits and manipulate the order if need be. And I'll explain here in a second. So when someone replies with what they want or they ask for a suggestion, just take the order. Don't send them to your website unless they insist. Okay. Many times people are too busy or they got confused. They didn't find what they were looking for online, whatever the case may be. Customer service is your number one job. Okay, so if they say to you, you know what, I want to buy a mascara, great, here are other choices. Which one would you like? That's what you're going to say then. They say, hey, I need this moisturizer. And I've even had some people take the pictures from the website. I need this one, this product, and this product. And I say, great, I've got it. What else? Just take it and run with it. Maybe they've had problems with the online system, so just do it for them. And then don't forget to add tax and a flat shipping rate of $5.95 if they are not local to you and you need to have their order shipped. And don't forget the best part, if the order is $50 or more, offer them Monica's monthly double deal specials. If you aren't sure what that is, check with your director for the current offer if you want to know how to use it. But the idea is that they get to pick two items from the monthly specials at half price, but it's a select number of items that they get to choose, which is part of why you don't want their order to be sent through easy ship or through guest checkout, because you want to be able to add on these two extra prices at half off if they so decide to choose up to two items. So let's talk about why 25 people. Why did I tell you to start with a list of 25 people? The reason why is because 25 is a manageable number. It keeps your follow-ups organized and allows you to track results. You can print the names, you can write them down, you can use your notes app. I have an Excel spreadsheet that I use. If you'd like my Excel tracker, just let me know. I'd be happy to send it out. After we're done with this video, I'll see if I can find a way to attach all of my different scripts and documents and whatnot. So be looking in the detail section of this video, not the comment section, but the detail section. I'll see if I can put a lot of that information there. But 25 is a good manageable number. The very first time that I did this, I think I was just trying to get it all done quickly. And I did a list of about 100 people. And I failed miserably because it was just way too many people to manage. I couldn't remember who I needed to go back and talk to, who I needed to follow up with. This person over here had a question. This person said they would get back to me next week, and I didn't follow up. I mean, it was just a mess. So 25 keeps it manageable, I promise you. And so the reality, what should you expect? Even though you're messaging 25 people, the reality is not everyone is going to respond. Some people will absolutely ghost you and not say a word even after 5 messages, and that's okay. And then you can expect maybe about 5 people to actually place an order, and the average to be somewhere around $50 per order. So, after you've exhausted that list by sending out 3 days worth of messages, guess what? Rinse and repeat with a new list of 25 people. And what you'll find is that if about 5 people out of each of those groups orders, and you keep recycling every 3 days with a new list, that's how you get to build your momentum in a short amount of time. So within 1 to 2 weeks, you should have easily been able to sell $600, $1,200. And with a 50% discount that you receive, 50% commission, I should say, that you receive, that's how you're making your money quickly. So again, don't get discouraged if someone ghosts you or if someone says no. Just simply respond with, thank you so much for responding. I appreciate you. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Kill them with kindness. You never know how many of those people might come back later. Who knows? All right, so let's wrap this up. If you do this challenge once, you'll see results. If you do it consistently, again, a new list of 25 for several different days, several different times over the next couple of weeks, it could completely change your business. Use the scripts, send out your messages, even though something's going to nag at you and tell you, oh, I don't want to message this person again. Send out your messages over the 3 days. Follow up, track your list, celebrate your wins, big and small. Now, I challenge you, try the 24 challenge right now. Get your list ready and start sending out the messages. Just do it. Comment below if you're in. Let me know what reward you're working toward. And be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the follow-up videos on how to reply to some of the messages, why it's important that messages end with questions, and just other business tips and tricks. Listen, I don't claim to know it all, but I will share with you the little bit that I know so we can all grow together. I promise you there's room at the table for every single one of us. So thanks so much for watching. If this helped, of course, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your team. You know how YouTube works, right? Remember, Mary Kay is about simplicity, service, and joy. And this challenge puts all three of those into action. You have got this. Have a wonderfully blessed day. And I can't wait to hear how this challenge turned your business around.